Um, so Jephthah, the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah, and he made a vow to the Lord and said, if you give me victory over the Ammonites, I will give you whatever comes out of my house to meet me when I return in triumph. It will be a sacrifice unto the Lord. So, chapter 11, verse 32, the Lord gave victory to Jephthah against the Amorites. So the Israelites had victory. Verse 34, when Jephthah returned home, his daughter came out to meet him. Remember, Jephthah's vow to God was, if you give me victory against this battle, against the Ammonites, I will give you whatever comes out of my house to meet me. So this is where my main message is. And after the Lord gave him victory, his daughter, his only child, his daughter came out to meet him. So when he saw her in verse 35, when he saw her, he tore his clothes in anguish. And he said, oh, I vowed to the Lord and I cannot take it back. You have completely destroyed me. You brought disaster upon me. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 4 to 8. God tells us when you make a vow to the Lord, you must fulfill it. So because he made that vow, he has to fulfill it. Like he said, he vowed and said, whatever comes outside of my house to meet me after this victory, I will give it unto the Lord. So this is why it's so important not to make rash decisions, because like we never know the outcome of that decision until like we reap the benefits or consequences. So his daughter said in verse 32, so chapter 11, verse 36, she said, Father, if you have made a vow to the Lord, you must do to me what you have vowed to the Lord. For the Lord has given you victory over your enemies. But let me first do this one thing. Let me go up and roam in the hills and weep with my friends for 2 months because I would die a virgin. So his daughter was his only child, and she came to meet her father at a battle when he gained victory against the Ammonites. So Jephthah kept his vow to the Lord, and he gave his only child to the Lord, and his daughter died a virgin. Excuse me. His daughter died a virgin. So the key points of this message is, according to the word of God in Matthew chapter 5, verse 37 says, do not make a vow or swear. Do not make a vow or swear. And also, like I said, in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 4 to 8 says, when you do make a vow to the Lord, you must fulfill it. So God tells us not to make a vow. But because people back then and still today,